Hello friends and welcome back to Gnomoria. This is day 5 of our introduction to the land of tricks with Off He Goes. That's me. Here we've got our 4 nomads and I have just introduced them to the fold. Let me briefly go over what we've done. So our new chaps were Tia to be Taylor, so I'm going to turn... Oh, hang on, I haven't actually assigned her anywhere. Tia to be a tailor is going to be a no-maker for now. Gile is going to be our farms gnome, and we have taken Chugork from our farms gnomes and upgraded him to our cook. His cooking and brewing of 24 and 23 means that he's going to be really, well, quicker than the rest at making food as soon as we make a foody kind of place. Now that leaves us with 2 no miners, 3 no makers, 2 builds gnomes, a cook's gnome. Yeah, we are going to. We've got a lot of people doing sort of very, you know, what's the word? Like all over the jack of the trade sort of jobs at the moment. We do want to get them into order. So we've now got 4 yaks. Good. This is very good. I like having yaks. This is a good thing. Now, we need to make sure that this gets built ASAP. Where can we make sure that this is being built? Are you building knives? Are you building knives? Table. Oh, so we need to build the table there, and then we need to build the knife for the table as well. Okay, that is fine. Now, downstairs, we are gonna have to assign some rooms for these new nomads, and I think it is about time that we designated this area for the 2 miners. And our 2 miners, if I'm not mistaken, are Dak and Huss. Let me just double check that. So if I assign no miners are Dak and Huss. I'm good at this. Okay, great. So I need to take Dak and Huss's rooms away from them over here, and I need to reassign them. So we don't want to give it to Dak anymore. We can give this to Tia to be Taylor. Oh, that was good. Huss's quarters over here we can give to Gile. Why not? And then have we got these assigned? No, we haven't assigned these yet. So we'll give that to Hess. And this one over here we can give to Fizz. So now everybody should have a personal quarters. And we just need to make sure that we have definitely built a straw bed for our 2 miners. Now we haven't got any straw left. But was the straw harvest about to come in? Yes, it is coming in. Good, let's just make sure that we are definitely bringing that in as a priority. So that's straw coming in. I don't like the troughs over there. I'm just going to deconstruct the troughs for now. When I do that, the materials will remain in there. The materials will remain there, and the straw will be there as well for the yaks to eat. But I just want to make sure that we've definitely got straw to build those 2 beds first. What do I want to do now? I do want to... I think we need to clean this floor so that we no longer have stuff outside that we need to collect and bring in, so that I can then really seal off those walls. So let's get all of those things brought in, please, and then we can seal off those gaps over there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the pasture over here a little more. Pasture's going to move over to there, and I'm going to remove the designation here, so that I can start building a fence around these yaks, because it is summer and I'm expecting some form of attack within, well, the next 3 to 6 days, I guess. And when that happens, we need to be ready with some kind of gnome defense force. What can we be doing down here? Well, down here is where we're going to be putting like workbenches and the like. So let's double the speed up again so that people are definitely moving around. I'm just going to up the priority on my main building stations. So let's up the priority to 3 there. So we should have a... Yay! We are now building the butcher's shop. So we can, if we wanted to, butcher one of these yaks. Because we do now have 4 yaks wandering around. And I don't think we really need 4. I think we've got... Let's have a look at the overview. We've got 4 out of 4. We have got... Well, it must be 1 male and 3 females. Okay, fine. So what do we want to focus on? We want to focus on getting more food. We are running low on drink, definitely. So let's go to the workshop. Let's go to food, and let's go to kitchen. We are going to build a stone table, a pine chair, and sandstone knife. Very good. Move that over there. And we also want to build a distillery so that we can start making some drinks. So let's get another... Let's get a pine table. I just feel like perhaps I'm going to use any barrel for this. Yay, let's move that distillery over there. Lovely. We've got this all stockpiled up. Very good. Ugh, a bear. We should be okay. I don't think the bears usually stay away from gnomes. Usually not a fan. Now, down here we have got carpenter, yeah, building torches. That is very good. We do need to build a wheelbarrow at some point. So let's tell this carpenter to build a wheelbarrow, because that will definitely be helping with picking up all of that rubbish that I've told people to pick up. So while they are gathering things to be building these tables with, I need to think what we're going to do with our military. Now, what I tend to do, I think I've been over the military in the last episode and things that you can do with it. So, I guess let's start setting some of it up now. So for the military, what you need to do is start on the right and then gradually move your way to the tabs on the left. So we're going to start by removing this plate mail tab. So I don't really want anybody in armour for now. I want the dodge to be high as possible. So I'm going to create a new one. And we're going to call this Civilian. There we go. And on the head we are going to have nothing, body nothing, arms nothing, legs nothing, 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 nothing. Okay? And that is really important because we are going to give, let's remove basic soldier, and over here we're going to put civilian defense. And the civilian defense force is going to have the special perk of Way of the Gnome, which is going to give them increased dodge chance and dodge rate. If you can't be hit, you're not going to take damage. So civilian defense, their uniform is going to be... I think this is bugged out. I can't select anything. Let's try it again. Military. Positions. Okay, new position. Civilian defense. Perk is going to be Way of the Gnome. Uniform is going to be civilian. There we go. Right, so we don't want to pursue lost targets. And generally, we want to maintain distance. We definitely want to retreat if bleeding. And we want to assist the squad leader. So if whoever the main gnome is attacking, everybody needs to pile in on them as quickly as possible. These gnomes are rabid beasts when they feel threatened. Believe me. Right, so let's make a new formation. And the new formation is going to be civilian defense. Defense force. The CDF. Beautiful. Perk. Well, there isn't really a perk here that's going to help them. So I guess just keep your eyes open, which is going to give them a little more view range. The leader is going to be civilian defense. Everybody is going to be civilian defense. They are going to perform attack orders. and avoid enemies. So they're not going to be wandering up to people we don't want them to. And then I'm just going to make the chilled saps. I'm just going to keep this really easy to keep track of. CivDef 1 is my new thing. The formation will be Civilian Defence Force. So you can see here I've got all of my names that I can add people to. Let's make a new squad, which would be CivDef 2. And then, because I can only put 5 in each, and I've got like 12 gnomes, so third one is going to be CivDef 3. So what I'm going to do is just leave them wandering around for now, doing their jobs, and then when danger strikes, I will be, hopefully, ready. Huh. Maybe, you know what? If I do put a wall in there, I should probably put like a door down here or something. Huh. Yeah, not really sure what I can do to actually stop enemies just popping up into the middle of my base at the moment. I probably should have thought that through a little. Oh no! Look! This is annoying. And I do wish that it would be fixed. I mean, people have been complaining about this for ages. And the problem is this. Look at this block. Task. Build stone wall. He's now... So basically, if I gave these guys an order to... Let's say I can only access this from one side. And I give them an order and I say, look, guys, I want you to build 4 pieces of wall here. Rather than thinking, okay, well I need to build that one first, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one, they will just build them in a random order so that they can't get to the ones that they need to build next. And I find it really frustrating because it's really cool to build great big projects in this, but it means that sometimes you literally have to do it one block at a time because they can't work out how to build something so that they don't lock themselves out of the rest of the building. So that's a shame that it hasn't yet been fixed. Mine. So yeah, he's now building that piece of wall, so I'm going to have to build another piece of wall from stone. Look, and now he's built that one, I can tell him individually, okay, build that next piece of wall now. Dear. Right, let's zoom out a bit here. These things are still in need of being picked up. Has anyone got a wheelbarrow yet? No, we are one by one picking up these things. Okay, not ideal, guys, not ideal. Oh, there's a wheelbarrow. Why is nobody using the wheelbarrow? Use the wheelbarrow, you numpty. Do I need to build another one? No, I'm not going to build another one. If they're not using this one, there is literally a pine wheelbarrow there. Dear me. Dear, dear. Ooh, we have finished our thingies over here. So, in the kitchen, I need my cook's gnome to be making loaves of bread on repeat, I guess. Let's just... Oh, don't craft 2, just repeat. And I want sausages on repeat, please. Well, I mean, when we get the meat for them. Let's move the sausages up and let's put sandwiches on repeat. And we want to move the sandwiches to the top so that they start making loaves and bread and sausages in order to put them in sandwiches. Very good. I'm going to put you as priority 4. And then the distillery over here, we are just going to... A wine. Yeah, any wine. Let's make sure we're crafting 2. I don't know. 100. I think... I'm not sure I want to compete with food crafting at the moment, so I'm just going to say, look, the fruit, use the fruit to get more drinks. Oh, you need to be the same same priority as the other one. Lovely. I'm just going to do a cheeky save, because this is not the most stable game in the world. Resume. Okay. So, yep, kitchen should be good. So our cook's gnome should now be, Chagork, who is currently cleaning the floor, should start moving over to make some food pretty soon. And what we do need is we're going to need some storage. We are going to need a couple of pine crates over here. And yeah, pine crates for the fruit as well. Hey, here we go. We are starting to make. Here comes Chagork, our cook's man. He takes an apple. He takes it to the distillery. He distills the apple into apple wine. Hooray! So we need to place somewhere for the wine to actually go. So let's get a barrel. We are, yeah, just any barrel. I care not about the type of barrel. And let's also build furniture. No storage. We're going to need a crate for some food over here. Good. Oh, I need to move that designation as well of stockpile to cover all those. And this stockpile needs to cover all those. Lovely. We should have our stuff going into those areas now, so people know where to get food from. That was a sprint from the woodcutter. I liked it. What I'm going to do is just build the wall now. I'm just going to build the wall over here. Sort of suggest to people that, you know, you really need to pick stuff up faster, because we do not have the time to be leaving our base totally open. Or maybe I could put a door in there. Let's so job, just cancel that job for now, and we will build a stone door. Any stone door. Right there. Very cool. Maybe I'll do that this side as well. So I'm going to build terrain. I'm going to build a clump of wall. I'm going to build it here, and I'm going to build a stone door. Now the problem with the way I've done this is that, of course, nobody will be able to see anything on the other side. The door might get knocked down, but at least... I don't know. How am I going to spot things before they arrive? That's definitely a question that should be answered, I think. Yeah. Not sure how we're going to do that. Look at that guy carrying a whole door. Excellent job. Maybe... Where are our bandages, actually? That is a good question. Orange wood crate over there with nothing in it. Fine. And we've got a cotton bag with a load of strawberry seeds in it. So the bandages, I guess, must have all gone... Where have they gone? Right, I'm going to designate this area a stockpile for farming bandages. We're going to whack that priority up, and we are just going to make sure that there are bandages on hand. It's not furniture, it's plants? No, cloth. Yeah, any bandages. Put them in there. And we are going to now build a crate. And we're going to build any crate, and it's going to go on the bandage stockpile. So we can get lots and lots of bandages going on in there. That would be very, very cool. This is all set up nicely, but it's not very symmetrical. Stone wall. Let's put another piece of stone just there, I think. Okay, lovely. So these guys are working away, planting out our pine grove, although we do have loads and loads of pine logs over there. We are not really wanting pine logs. What is that? It is a wheelbarrow. Somebody has used the wheelbarrow. And they have left it in the kitchen stock room. Okay, this is a novel novel way of tackling kitchen waste, but what do I want to build? I notice my drinks are still going down, and I fear for the longevity of my society if we do ever run out of drinks. So I'm just going to build a filthy well here. So pine plank, yeah, I'm just going to build a nice, cheap well. Just plonk it there. A nice feature for the merchant to look at when he eventually comes back. Are we kind of full of dirt here? Oh no, we're not full of dirt yet. Okay, good. It's nice not to be full of dirt. What do we want to focus on? I'm just kind of worrying about goblins now. Not really getting much else done. What could we be getting done? We could be preparing for when we have some bones, because what we don't have is a tailoring setup over here. So in order to actually get a tailor going properly, I'm going to need a bone carver. So let's get a workshop going for a bone carver. Yep, here we go in Misk. We're going to use a pine table, a pine chair, and a sandstone knife. So the bone carver is going to sit there to do his carving. And I think right next to him we will also build some cloth stuff. So we're going to need a loom first so that we can make like string and that. And then... Boop. Right, who's making a loom? Are you going to make a loom? You'd better make a loom. Let's get you to make a loom out of pine plank and pine sticks. Off we go. Once we've got a loom, we will then be able to build, go on workshop, cloth, a tailor. So we are going to need, for a tailor, I think they probably want a wooden table for tailoring, and then a bone needle. Now this used to be what people would rush for when you didn't start with bandages, because you cannot make new bandages unless you have a tailor. And you can't make a tailor unless you have a bone carver. And you can't use a bone carver to make a bone needle until you have a bone. So where would you get bones? Well, you could slaughter one of your yaks and you could get some bones out of that. And you know what? I might actually do that. As soon as we get our bone carver up and running, I think we will get that in action. Because then we can start making more bandages, we can start making beds. And that would be just wonderful. So woodcutters are doing a lovely job over there. The straw dudes are doing a lovely job on all of our straw needs. I don't know if we need to get even more straw. A monitor lizard. He's run away from the monitor lizard. Good choice. Good choice. Because I hate the idea of running out of wheat space. So let's just take up even more room with that. That suits me down to the ground. Where did my troughs go? Oh, I was building the beds down here. I was building beds down here. The beds are now built. So I can put those troughs back basically. Ooh, and we can build another wall. I mean, which wall would we put there? What kind of wall might they like? They might like a carved wall. Let us make a carved wall to fill in these gaps. And we can start upping the worth of the miners' rooms for when we go on a full-on mining spree. It's not something I'm going to do yet. Thinking about what I could do in order to give myself a bit of visibility along here. Right. Along here and along here, what I want to do is put... Let's build some stairs up. Yeah, just any kind of stairs. And we're going to put stairs there. Going to put the other stairs there. We're going to put these stairs here. I'm going to put the other stairs there. And then we are going to build a floor. Now this is a bit of a weird thing about Gnomoria. Have a look. Like, you would think a gnome could walk on here, but they can't. You need to literally build a floor. You need to build a floor on top of these blocks if anybody is able to walk on them. So I'm going to tell them to set down some soil floor there. I'll do the same along here. This way, well, if I get rid of those doors, gnomes are going to have to get up here in order to walk along. Perfect. It has worked! They're going to have to stand up here in order to walk along here to get down again, and that will allow them to see any raiders. And we have got goblin raiders! You can hear the music has changed. Oh, dearie me. Right, so I think it is now time to put our little plan into action. What do I want to do? Are we all asleep? Is everyone asleep? No, everybody's working down here. Right. Now, following on from the teachings of Sun Tse, or Sun Tse, or however you pronounce his name, I need to apply the greatest amount of my force to the least amount of theirs. Because what I worry about is if I say, everybody attack! This guy, Huss, is going to run down here, out the door, into the three of them, and then they are going to apply their maximum force onto one of my gnomes. So what I want is about 10 gnomes to attack one of theirs, and that will give me the best chance of surviving. So, let's see what we are up against. We've got, looks like 3. Goblin fighter with a worn copper sword. We've got another goblin fighter with a worn copper battle axe. And then we've got a goblin raider who I don't think comes equipped with anything. No, he does not. So what we're going to do is we are going to start assigning our civilian defence forces. We have got 5 gnomes down here, 4 gnomes. So we've got Para, Booms, Tier to be, and Fizz. So Civ Defence 1 gonna be Tier Taylor to be Para, Fizz, and who is the other one? 1, 2, 3. Tier to be Fizz, Para. Come on, Booms. Right, let's get Booms in that squad as well. Civ Defence 1 is going to be Booms. And you guys are going to attack the first goblin. Let's attack the goblin fighter with a sword first. I reckon that he is going to be the most likely to hit someone. So Civ Def 1, you are going to move up first. Oh, let's change on our formations. We need to take avoid enemies off so that they don't start stealing away. Right, we've seen... Right, so they are now... attacking my door, I think. We have... Stop! Stop! Right, pause. They are all running in. Booms has got there first. Wow, what a sprinter. So we now need to get the rest of the gnomes into squad. Squad Civ Def 2. Who can we have? We could have Dak, no miner. We could have Huss, no miner. We could have Ole, Woods gnome. We could have... Oh, let's get the farmers in there, because those are the ones that are probably closest. Another farms gnome have we got? Why can't I read? Builds gnome. Farms gnome. And then let's just fill it out with Civ Def 3. So Splattercat, you need to get involved, my man. And this gnome maker can also get involved. So now we are going to select the goblin fighter, I don't know which one, and we are just going to say all squads attack that dude. have we got any... No, we haven't got any bandages in there. I hope the gnomes know where the bandages are, because I haven't got a flipping clue. And what we're going to do is, if we look on events and combat, we can see what's going on here. So, Booms, the first out of the door, punches the goblin, hitting the lower body. Oh, where's it gone? Smashing the skin, smashing the abdominal muscles and crushing his guts. He punches the goblin, but the goblin dodges the attack. Booms bites the goblin, hitting the left arm, smashing the skin, smashing the muscle and stopping at the bone. Couldn't quite bite through the goblin's arm. Okay, let's see what happens now. So Booms is running in on his own. He's now got a lot of support. There is a massive battle going on now. The goblin has died. Fizz limps away, carrying a log with him because he doesn't want to waste the precious time. It looks like Fizz is bleeding. He has been cut. Oh, what's going on? I don't want to read the combat log. There is a lot of punching going on, I can hear. We have now got a large number of gnomes against 2 goblins. We seem to be doing a lot of dodging. Nobody's been hit yet. The goblin has died! We are successful. Where's Fizz? Here's Fizz! He's no longer bleeding. Let's see what happened. Combat active. So on the 3rd day we've got lots and lots of goblin. We've got all of these different group fights. This looks like Booms at it again. Kicks the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin and smashing the ribs. He punches the goblin, knocking it to the ground. Oh, Tyr the Tailor comes out now. The goblin's left eye has been mangled by Tyr the Tailor. He kicks the goblin in the eye and crushes it. Oh dear God! The goblin drops his worn copper battle axe. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Clutching his crushed eye. He can no longer walk because Para swings the birch log at the goblin and smash it, crushing the bone in its leg. Oh my God. Tyr to be Tailor punches the goblin and misses. Tyr to be Tailor has another go. The goblin can now see again after dodging 2 punches. Well done you. But I don't think you're going to survive. Well, no, I know you don't survive. Whew! Dodges the goblin bite attack. Well done, Malara. The goblin's having trouble breathing. Why? Booms again! Kicks the goblin, hitting the upper body, smashing the skin, splintering the ribs, puncturing the left lung and piercing through it. Dear God! The goblin is suffocating. Crushes the right lung. Yeah, that goblin just got kicked to death. What happened in this one? So this is a small fight that it looks like the Tyr to be Tailor punches the goblin, smashing in his jaw. How did this... Oh, this goblin suffocated as well. Smashing the skin, crushing the left lung. Booms punches the goblin. Booms is an absolute force to be reckoned with. Dear God. Well, what a note upon which to end our episode. What we need to do is we are going to disband the military now. So all of this lot we're just going to say, yeah, so vacant, 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 vacant. We're going to get rid of this lot, and I think if we come back to this, we are going to have to do something about setting up a group of soldiers, dedicated soldiers. In order for that, we are going to have to go mining for some metals, and yeah, I think Booms is going to have to be in there. Booms is definitely a force of nature not to be whatted at. Yeah, so very exciting end to the episode, I thought. Thank you very much for joining me and watching the episodes this week. I hope that you have found them as enjoyable to join in with as I have found them enjoyable to make. And yeah, I will catch you on, well, possibly Monday. I'll see what the response to these videos has been like, and then if there is enough love for them, then I guess I will, yeah, I'll carry on with a land of tricks, carry on terraforming this and turning it into a gnomish fort worthy to be remembered. And of course we're going to butcher all these goblin bodies and turn them into sandwiches. Right, on that note, I'm off to get a snack. Thank you very much, take care all of you, and I will catch you again next week. Bye!